The call came while I was tightening the last screw on the living room shelf. An unknown number. I almost ignored it. New house, new noise, new mistakes. I answered anyway. A man's voice. Older, calm, apologetic in a way that felt rehearsed. "I sold you the house 2 weeks ago," he said. "I forgot to disconnect the CCTV in the living room." The screwdriver slipped from my fingers. Silence stretched. He didn't rush it. "I only noticed today," he continued, almost whispering. "By accident." My eyes drifted to the corner of the ceiling. White paint, clean lines, no visible camera. "I saw something," he said. "Something you should know." I didn't ask what. "I saw what your wife, your mother-in-law, and your sister-in-law were planning while you were at work." My chest tightened. Not panic, pressure, like a door sealing shut inside me. "Don't tell your wife," he added. "Come alone." The call ended. I stood there, shelf unfinished, house suddenly unfamiliar. The silence felt staged. For the first time since moving in, I understood. This place had been watching me. I didn't tell my wife. She came home that evening, smiling, carrying groceries, kissing my cheek like muscle memory. Her mother followed behind her, loud, complaining about traffic. Her sister lingered in the doorway, scrolling on her phone, avoiding my eyes. Normal. Too normal. I watched them like an outsider watching actors rehearse a scene I no longer believed in. Dinner passed. Laughter. Plates clinking. Small talk sharpened with undertones I couldn't hear before. I studied their movements. The way my wife's hand stiffened when her sister leaned close. The way her mother spoke over her, correcting details that didn't need correcting. The way all three fell silent when I entered a room. Nothing concrete. That was the worst part. Betrayal doesn't announce itself. It leaks. At night, my wife slept beside me, breathing slow and even. I stared at the ceiling, replaying the call. Planning. That word stuck. Not an accident, not a moment of weakness. A plan requires time, agreement, intent. And 3 people don't plan something small. I didn't confront. I didn't accuse. I listened. I met the previous owner 2 days later. A cafe on the edge of town. Quiet. Neutral ground. He slid his phone across the table without a word. Video footage. The living room. My living room. The camera angle was wide, clean, hidden well. I watched them sit on my couch. My couch. My wife in the center, her mother beside her, her sister pacing. No sound, just gestures, then subtitles. He'd transcribed it. I read. "He doesn't need to know yet. We need more time. The house is in his name, for now. Once everything is signed." My jaw locked. I didn't finish the video there. I didn't need to. I thanked the man, calm, polite. At home, I became careful. I checked bank statements, property documents, messages I'd never questioned, a new joint account I hadn't opened, emails forwarded without my knowledge, legal drafts saved under my wife's cloud, documents transferring ownership in the event of incapacity. Incapacity. I smiled at dinner, kissed her forehead, played the husband. Inside, something hardened into shape. They weren't planning to leave me. They were planning to erase me. The final confirmation came quietly. A lawyer's email, addressed to my wife, accidentally copied to me. A trust, a guardianship clause, medical authority. All contingent on a single evaluation. I printed everything. That evening I placed the folder on the dining table. My wife froze when she saw it. "What's this?" she asked. I sat down, calm, measured. "Tell me," I said, "when were you going to declare me unfit?" Her face drained of color. Her mother stepped in, defensive, loud. "You're misunderstanding." I raised my hand. She stopped. My wife's eyes filled, not with guilt, with fear. "I know about the CCTV," I said softly. Silence. No denials. That told me everything. I didn't shout. I slid another folder across the table. My countermove. Evidence of fraud, forgery, recorded conversations, legal ones, a resignation letter from my job never sent, drafted by my wife. I've already submitted copies, I said, to my lawyer and yours. Her sister started crying. Her mother stood up, furious, threatening. I stayed seated. You planned my disappearance, I said. I planned my exit. I stood then. The house, I added, was never fully transferred. I delayed the final registration. Their faces collapsed in unison. I move out tomorrow, I finished. You lose everything tonight. I walked past them. No one followed. I left the house before dawn. No note, no explanation. I didn't look back. Some betrayals don't break you. They clarify you. Weeks later, I heard the legal fallout had been brutal, swift, public. I felt nothing. The house still stands, empty, watching no one. And the man who once lived there, he learned something priceless. Not everyone you love is on your side. And silence, when used correctly,